A state worker has now been fired after our News 13 special assignment revealed he was at the center of a sexual harassment investigation. One state agency had demoted him for sexual harassment. Then, just a month later, another agency gave him a promotion. News 13's Lizay Mitri has more on what's happened since we brought this controversy to light.
They turned a blind eye to what was on his record. And I promise you, this will happen again.
The focus at the office turned to claims of sexual harassment and a hostile work environment, with Richard Martinez at the center of it all. At the time, he was a high-ranking supervisor at the New Mexico Department of Transportation. But News 13 revealed on special assignment, the DOT hired a law firm to investigate claims against him. After that investigation finished, the department sent this letter in June saying Martinez's behavior did constitute sexual harassment, and his repeated instances of inappropriate comments and conduct constituted a hostile work environment and offensive conduct. We agreed to protect the identity of one of his accusers who's scared of retaliation.
He reached out like he was going to help you, and then the advances came, requests for favors, sexual favors in his office. And this is behind closed doors on state time.
The investigation revealed Martinez, the director of procurement and facilities management at DOT, admitted to having sexual relationships with two female employees he supervised. He said it was consensual. The investigation questions whether a relationship between a supervisor and a subordinate truly can be consensual. Ultimately, DOT stripped Martinez of his duties as supervisor and knocked down his pay from $87,000 to $55,000. But just 1 month into his demotion, another state agency offered to make him a manager again and give him a pay raise. Martinez became General Services Manager at the Division of Vocational Rehabilitation, or DVR, an agency that offers services to people with disabilities and is under the oversight of the Public Education Department.
I was and am furious. If these things are true, if these allegations and accusations are true, then DVR did not exercise appropriate judgment.
Records show DVR knew about the sexual harassment investigation and Martinez's discipline and hired him anyway, saying the investigation was one-sided. Education Secretary Christopher Ruskowski launched his own investigation into the matter after News 13 brought it to his attention.
My immediate reaction was, not on my watch. Not on my watch.
The secretary says he wasn't involved in hiring Martinez. He says DVR had the power to hire its own employees, but he's now stripped the agency of that hiring authority. And the Education Department now says it fired Martinez earlier this month for not disclosing his, quote, history of sexual misconduct. On special assignment, Lizay Mitri, KRQE News 13.
The Education Department could not tell us whether managers involved in hiring Martinez are still on paid leave. We tried to reach Martinez for comment. He did not respond.